Hi guys! I am here for the nightly recap, or my daily recap, I should say. Although it is dark out. Um, I am super tired, and I just got off the trail, so I'm a little bit of a mess, but it was a good day today. It was mid 70s, so the weather was great, and I left, and pretty much right away was on what's called the Natchez Trace Parkway. It is actually a 444 mile parkway trail. You can drive on it, but there's no commercial vehicles allowed. The speed limit maximum is 50. It's catered to bicyclists and motorcyclists, but it goes for 444 miles from Natchez, Mississippi, all the way into Tennessee. And I don't remember, I think all the way to Nashville. It goes all the way to Nashville. And so it crosses through, it clips a little bit of the Alabama border, and it goes those 3 states. And it happened, basically it was just a trail that was started years and years ago with animals, and then hunters tracking animals like bison. And then it became a route that Indians, Native Americans took. And they used that route for traveling because it is so close to the river. It was a nice route. And then it became a route that men who were floating their goods down the Mississippi, they would use a flatboat, okay? And then when they got their goods down to their destination, which was Natchez, they would sell everything, including their boat, and then they would hike back. They would walk the Natchez Trail back. So it was a well-known, just a trail. And in the early 1900s, some women decided that we should preserve it, and they paved the whole thing, all 444 miles, which is really cool. It was beautiful. It was quiet. It was like you were just out in nature. It felt like you were on a bike trail, even though it was there were some vehicles. It was very light traffic. They had historical markers along the way, so you could and they had like little rest areas here and there. Some of them had bathrooms where you could just stop, take a break, which was so awesome. And then they had like the oldest inn. They used to have like farmers, plantations that would house people who would take the Natchez Trail for like a night. And so there was one trail there that there was one inn or plantation. They called them an inn. It was just on a plantation farm, and that's still there. And so there was only one left out of all of them, and so that's still there. So we got to see that, and then. Yeah, it's really cool. I kind of want to do the Natchez Trace Parkway Trail. I kind of want to do this, guys. Anyone who wants to do it with me, seriously, let me know. Because not right away, but like next year. I think it would take about 2 weeks. So let me know if you want to ever go on a fun, interesting bike ride that has a lot of history and a lot of different scenery, a lot of different foods, and an awesome experience. So if you want to do that, message me, leave me a comment, or send me an email. Any of that, so that I can start planning it. I got a book and everything already. So so the day was really good. I really enjoyed biking on it. I was looking for bear again because I saw a sign for a bear crossing. Have you ever seen a sign for a bear crossing? Well, apparently, bear can cross. Did you know that? They have designated spots for them to cross. I'm kidding. But there are bear crossing signs for us to be aware that there are bear. And another fun fact that I learned is that the name teddy bear, let me tell you where that came from, because I learned it from my friend Doug. He said that Teddy Roosevelt first visited this area, that he came over. I don't know if you guys know a lot about Theodore Roosevelt, our president. He was huge naturalist. He had a lot of parks. He kind of got that whole thing rolling. with our national parks and stuff. Anyway, so he came to this area in order to hunt bear. Well, while he was sleeping, some of the people that he was with, his I don't know, they were from the area, they knew he wanted to hunt. They went and trapped a bear and brought it back to where he was at and tied it to a tree. So when he woke up and got ready to go hunting, he came out and they said, "Oh, here's your bear. Go ahead, shoot it." And he was like, "I can't just shoot a bear that's tied to a tree. That's not hunting." That, you know. So there was a reporter that was there, and he had the idea, or he wrote the story about it, and it had a picture of Theodore Roosevelt saying, "No, I will not shoot this animal." And it showed a little bear tied to a tree, you know, making it look really cute. Well, at the same time that happened, there was a gentleman who had just had this idea to sell stuffed bears, but they weren't selling. So when that story published, it all of a sudden became the teddy bear. So they have a big teddy bear thing here too. Anyways, so that's a little interesting tidbit for you in case you didn't know that. But so I had to look out for bear. So now here's what I'm looking out for, guys. If you don't hear from me in like a week, it's because one of these three things have gotten me: a bear, an alligator, a snake, a spider, and wild dogs. So this is why I live in the north. I'm serious. I don't have to worry about these things up there. I'm not even kidding you. So anyways, it was a good day. I enjoyed it thoroughly. We got to spend some time at the state park, and it was beautiful. The river was beautiful. Lacey threw her ball in the river, and I was like, "Oh great. You can't just go dive in the river and get your ball." And she doesn't even like swimming anyway. But thankfully it was like right on the banks. It was in the water, and so she could walk to it kind of and got her feet a little wet. So that was good. Otherwise that would have been disastrous. You guys have no idea what life is like if she does not have a ball. I'm not kidding you. Seriously. So it was a good day. One thing I did that wasn't good was I didn't bring any water with me. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. I didn't have any water on my bike, and since I don't have my phone, my Sherpa's kind of been like within a mile of me, so I've just been able to go, see her like every mile, for safety reasons and things like that. In case I need something I can't call, she's there. So I hadn't stopped to get water, and I should have. Usually every time I stop, I take like a sip or so of water. You just keep hydrated. Well, I hadn't drank any water for a while, and so when I did stop, I was so thirsty. And the water we had gotten from the last place we were at, it's really chlorine-y, and like it was so bad even the Sherpa won't drink it. So I was like, okay. So she put a little bit of pink lemonade. We had these pink lemonade packets from Lorraine. Thank you, they work. And we don't use a whole one, just a tiny bit, just to mask the flavor. And so when I did that, I downed the water. Don't do that. Oh, I should not have done that, because when I downed it, like about 3 miles down the road, I started to not feel good. There was like an acid thing building. It was nasty. It was not good. Anyway, that's all I was going to say about that. Otherwise, it was a wonderful day. Beautiful bike ride. I didn't see any people. I didn't get to talk to anyone hardly at all today. So the night's not over. I know it's still young, but I'm doing my nightly recap, having really only talked to the girl up at the counter here. So that's it. I haven't talked to anybody. So anyways, I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for your encouragement still. I wish I could show you more. Oh, it's so beautiful. And good night.